The last few years of seminary, our hearts just became burdened for small churches. We saw their inability to keep pastors. We just felt like we were being called to serve in a rural church.
God had a real plan there, because I got to tell you this. We've had a lot of pastors that have just preached Sunday after Sunday and then gone home, and that's fine. You know, it kept the church open, but it didn't really keep the church alive.
My wife, she was reading an article on the Gospel Coalition that was highlighting the work of Village Missions and saw that their mission was our mission.
In the same few years that we were finishing up seminary and praying about what the next step was, this church here was praying about how they were going to find a pastor.
Katie and I were so drawn to Village Missions because as an organization, they saw ministry being vital for both of us. So there was that concept within Village Missions of we're not just sending out a pastor, but we're sending out a missionary family. A few months later, we got a call saying, we're going to send you up to a little church in West Hoosick, New York. All we knew about New York was the pictures that we'd seen of New York City. So we even had questions, are there rural places in New York? The first time we saw the church, the first time we met anyone in the church, first time we spoke to anyone in the church was when we moved up here and got out of the U-Haul with everything. We didn't choose the church didn't choose us. But looking back on it, and you can just see God's faithfulness through Village Missions to bring us together and allow us to minister together in this place.
Pastors like JD, Katie, they tend to the spiritual needs of the church. They're involved in every activity in the community.
We have high hopes of seeing God work in this place and to see God equip His church that we might be able to, as one body, to love the people and to preach the word, whether that's in our church or in our homes or in our community as a whole.
There's more people coming now than there were, which is a good thing. There's quite a few people more that are here that weren't here when JD and Katie first came. Just so much different to have pastors that live in the community instead of just come and go on weekends.
To see people in our church to be excited about the church and to be excited about what God is doing here to the point that they begin to reach out to their neighbors and say, hey, come to my church. Come, I want you to be a part of this. I want you to see what God is doing. And so our hope is that God would continue to do that and continue to allow us to see His faithfulness, continue to allow our church to see His faithfulness, continue to allow our community to see His faithfulness so that lives might be changed through the gospel of Jesus Christ.